Greetings, Glitter Gang, and happy Thursday. It's 9:47 on April 20th, and we are here to do the final flip through of the book club journal. So, this is made out of one piece of craft text, and I used the craft color of craft text, and the cardstock that I used throughout the album is from ColorMate's Smooth and Silky, and this is the color Pumpkin Pie, and it is a great match for the craft colored craft text. I've not found a craft colored cardstock that I've been super pleased with for using with this. So ColorMate's Smooth and Silky Pumpkin Pie is a great match for it. And the way that you find this is you go to thepapermillstore.com. It's also linked below in the video description, but any cardstock I use is ColorMate's Smooth and Silky. At this point, that's all I'm using. And it's sold from thepapermillstore.com. And you just type in the search bar at the Paper Mill Store, Silky, and then whatever color I'm using. So in this case, you would type in Silky Pumpkin Pie, and then all the pumpkin pies would come up in the 12 by 12 and the 8.5 by 11. It's in both sizes. For this one, I do recommend 12 by 12. I think that's the size that's going to be more useful because there are a lot of things that are 6 by 6 in here or larger. There's things that are 13 inches. So I think you're just going to do less paper piecing if you get the 12. So that's craft text in the craft color. And then the cardstock is ColorMate's Smooth and Silky in Pumpkin Pie. And then for paper, I used, and this is an Etsy purchase. For paper, I used from Tanya Cart, K-A-R-T. I used 2 digital paper packs, the Bookaholic and my Bookworm Life. Okay, so these are the 2 paper packs that I used. All of the digital elements, like I used to make the giant stickers like this, also came from this. So all of the paper is from one or the other of these packs. And again, that's an Etsy purchase, but you're looking for Tanya Cart, my Bookworm Life, and Bookaholic. Okay, so this is a trifold. So the first flap here with some magnets, which I've done my paper piecing that looks like a paper quilt, and I've done it going in 2 different directions, so it has a chevron vibe. Held down with magnets here and magnets here. We've got a little owl there, and he does still have feet, so I have allowed him to keep some feet. And then we have one of the digital elements from the collections, which is really, really cute with the mug with the lashes. Love the mug with the lashes. Think it's adorable. And then we flip it open one more time, and we're going to see the first of our split pocket flaps, and then another of our quilts with our stickers here. So the way that these split pocket flaps work is that they have a little twisted divider inside them so that you can get 2 pockets or 2 tags in here, but each tag has its own space that's the right size for the pockets. So the pockets stay on their sides. So their pockets stay on their sides. So this one doesn't like slide all the way over. This one doesn't slide all the way down. They stay where you place them, which gives them this very cool like layered office look. And again, these cards, these title and author review cards with the stars to fill in for whether or not you liked the book, these are in the archives. So if you have access to the archives, they're in there. If you don't have access to the archives, just go to kathrynscraps.com and click membership, and you can try it out for $5. So those flip open, and you see we have this September, October, November, December here. This is so that you can just make any notes about any reading stats that you want to make. So you use this however you want to use this. It's made to be flexible for you. So if you want to record stats about the types of authors you read from, or the genres of books, or the the number of books or the number of pages or whatever, you know, like any notes you want to make for yourself, any stats that you want to track, you can fill that in here. There's plenty of space. And then that is on top of another one of the pockets with the twisted dividers that keep all of the elements in their place, so they don't slide up or down and fly all around, and they just stay nicely layered in here. Okay, I just didn't make enough cards for, the reason there's only one, it holds 6. The reason there's only one is because I didn't make enough cards for all of it. So that's fine, it's fine. And then these two are the same. So these are both flip down, flip up. One of the January, February, March, April. So this is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. You get it. All right, and then each one of these is one of those 6 pocket flaps, 6 pockets, and then these are the divided pockets as well. So like I said before, what I love about this is all these layered up tags and how office supplies, like businessy they look. I think it's a really, especially in the craft, it's a really fun look, vibe, whatever. And then because of these big pockets, these big divided pockets, first of all, these pockets will hold 4 1/4 or 4x6 photos on them with room for journaling if you want to go that route instead. But what I did is I just used all the beautiful elements from Tanya Cart's collections so that they would stay, so that they would be on display. And even with that, there's still room for 6, 12, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 4x6 tags. So yeah, I couldn't think of the month that came after August. It's true. Gretchen says, I feel like past Kathryn temporarily forgot September comes after August. That did happen. So I was like, and the other months, the ones that go at the end of the year. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh, there's 30 tags, spaces for 30 tags. Each of these tags will hold a 4x6 card on the front and a 4x6 card on the back, or a 4x6 photo on the front and a 4x6 photo on the back. So you could have up to 60 photos in this and still display all your beautiful 6x6 papers or cards or whatever, and still have like room for giant journaling. Okay, so this has got a ton of room in it. So then it folds all the way back up. And think about that. You have room for to record 60 books or 60 photos or 30 books or 30 photos, depending on how you want to do it. And you still have this huge element. You still have this huge element. You still have this huge element. So you still have like gorgeous display scene after gorgeous display scene in this book. And it's only, look at it. It's not, look how thin it is. And not only is it thin, but look how much space there is still inside. So even if you do stuff it full of tags, you still have, you have room for all of them. So anyway, this was our 2021 National Scrapbook Day project. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's a playlist for every single step of the process, from planning to construction to matting to everything. You can follow it along. If you download the paper, you can make it exactly the same if you want. You can do that for free on YouTube, or of course it's all in the archives as well. And if you have the archives, then you also get the downloads for the tags and for the monthly stat keeping. So there it is. Gretchen says, I think we should do more books in this wrap format in the future. I like this wrap format. I do. I mean, you could have a ton of these. Like if you really get serious about tracking your, like say, book stats year to year, then you could, like, you know, you could just put the years on the spines here and have them one after another on a shelf, and they wouldn't even take up too much room until a decade had passed. Thank you all so much. I'm so glad you love this album. I had so much fun working on it with you for National Scrapbook Day. And I think we can definitely use it for anything. It doesn't have to be a book journal. You know, that's just what I designed it for, because we do have our book club here on kathrynscraps.com. This is youtube.com, but whatever, you know what I mean. I own this whole website now, and I'm renaming it from youtube.com to kathrynscraps.com. This is this is the book club journal. It's a wonderful folio for any kind of project that you could want. So don't be like stuck in the mindset of you've got to use it for a book club journal. In the chat, they're suggesting a baby album, because you could do like one of these for each month, because there's 12 of them. Okay, so like on each of these, you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then on their backs they could be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you can make like a little growth chart to put here, and then all the tags could be notes about milestones, photos of the baby. You know, you could do a baby's first year. You know what, it would be great as a Disney album, especially because if you made these tags into autograph tags, then you could put them with the photos of that character like together in a pocket, the autograph. Because what you could do is you could take a stack of these tags with you to Disney, get the characters to sign, and then you could you know, put them like one tag with the autograph, one tag with the photo, or something like that. That would be super cute. And then you could put like a cool picture of the character here, maybe. Donna's saying you could do a cruise and use the squares for different ports. Yep, that's another great idea. School is another great idea from Bev, especially like graduation. Again, if you did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 format, you could have one of these pockets for each grade, 1 through 12, and you could have like your like school photos all the way from the very beginning to graduation. Candy says, I've been meaning to make a card holder with birthday cards by month. That's a good idea too. That's a good idea too. And these pockets are, I think these pockets are, aren't they 5 inches wide? So they would hold standard size cards. So I believe the little internal pockets are all 5 inches wide. So this would hold standard size cards as well, because this is 6 inches. So if you put it on the 4 1/4 inch side down, then they would just fit in there nicely. And that would make a great gift. That would make a great gift if you gave it to someone with blank cards. That would be cool. And then again, you would just put your birthday, you could do calendar stuff here, and then you could say what birthdays, anniversaries, whatever you have each month that you want to remember to send cards out for. So it would be a great card organizer. So, and it's just beautiful. Compact, easy to make, didn't even take long, not by my standards, or even I don't think normal people's standards, but it definitely was a quick project by my standards. So thank you so much for joining me for this project on YouTube or in the archives. Everyone who hung out with me on actual National Scrapbook Day, thank you so much. I had a lot of fun. And I am going to do a recording break here now. And in the next video, we are going to start the second volume of the box set album remastered. And remember that today is the last day to get 40% off digital stuff. By today, I mean April 20th. So make sure you go and get your discounted copy of the box set album remastered if you want to jump in with that project or anything else that you had your eye on. Next week, May 27th, 2021 is going to be our book club. We're going to be talking about this book right here, The Traveling Cat Chronicles by Hiro Arakawa, with translation by Philip Gabriel. And I hope to see everyone in my next show. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.